Thanks for joining us, everybody. It's really exciting to see that we've got coverage across the entire country. And I saw mochi donuts, I saw ice cream, zero proof cocktails. So some really cool concepts that sounds like you guys are operating. We hope that you guys leave today with some inspiration for your summer beverage menus. It's insane that next week is May. Time is flying. So hopefully you guys, this will get you going to plan your summer menus for this year. Oops, sorry, my mouse is not working. There we go. A quick overview of who is presenting. Vittorio will be joining us soon. He's one of our business development managers, and he handles Southern California and Northern California and Hawaii, and has 30 years food service experience. I'm Heather Lance. I'm on the field sales marketing team. I work with our regional sales reps and the distribution channel to support them and operators. And I'm based in Clearwater, Florida, which is where our US headquarters is located. And we've got the awesome Dre ready to show us some cool beverages. He's one of our beverage innovation directors located in our Grapevine, Texas office, and it's a great innovation center. He's got an incredible background there that has a bunch of our products, but he's been making amazing beverages for years, has a ton of experience. So we're really excited to get you guys going here. One thing to know, in true Lollicup fashion, they love to include some quiz questions throughout the presentation. So you have a chance to win a really cool Monin cooler filled with a bunch of fun, exciting things that will probably be more for you, but we also have some stuff for your cafe. We're going to send you a whole set of flavors that correlate to all the recipes that Dre will be featuring today. So keep your eyes and ears opened. We'll have 2 questions throughout, and we'll have 2 winners at the end. Just to give you a really quick history, Monin started in 1912, very humble, with humble beginnings in a small French town. We're still 3rd generation family owned, and we continue to innovate and bring incredible flavors around the world to cafes, restaurants, bars, and kitchens. We're really excited this week. Our owner, Olivier Monin, is in town this week, so we've got to spend some time with him, which is always great. We are a leading global flavor supplier. As you can see, we have coverage from around the world. We've got a brand new plant, an office in Sparks, Nevada that we opened in 2020. And then Dre's located in Dallas, Texas at our cafe there. And then I'm here in Clearwater, Florida. We also have some other plants either in production or coming soon. Brazil will be a new one that we're hoping to see in the next couple of years. With that, we have access to a lot of great information that helps us create these incredible drinks and launch innovative flavors for our operators. So you'll get a little peek of that today. And just another quick recap of where we're located. Not on this map, we've got 3 warehouses that we're shipping to. So we're really excited to increase our ship points and our ship times with that coverage across the US. The 3rd one is located in Pennsylvania. We do a lot of CSR initiatives at Monin. I'm not going to go over all of them, but this is by far my most exciting topic right now is our bees. We've been feeding our bee farmers bees for years with outdated product. It's a product you can't easily dispose down the drain. So we work with local bee farmers here in Florida, out in Nevada and Pennsylvania to help them feed their bees. Recently, we just got our own beehives and we're super excited. You can see we had an artist paint some of our really cool floral flavors on the beehives. And it's been a lot of fun learning all about the bees. You know, they affect so much of what we consume. So we feel so proud that we get to partner with Bee Downtown and give this 3-mile radius extra bees for extra pollination. One cool fact is we have got to pick the bee names. So we've got some interesting ones out there. My favorite might be Beyonce. Get it? but it was so fun to pick out the names, lots of inspiration. So it's just a really fun initiative that we're working on. Another thing, true to Monin, where quality is the most important thing. We launch and create the highest quality products that you can get in the market. We are committed to clean label. Clean label can mean various things in different channels, but for us, that means no artificial preservatives, sweeteners, flavors, or color. And you'll see that on our bottles. We've been working on that for years, and we're continuing to evolve in what our definition of clean label means, and we're really proud of that. I do see some questions, I believe. Let me see. Is there any questions in here so far? I like that. Be humble. I like it. Be love it. Okay, great. I'm just going to talk, through a couple of our top 5 reasons why you should choose Monin as your flavoring product. We've got a great picture of all of our product lines right here. We offer a wide range of products with over 200 different flavoring options. It can be overwhelming because we do have a strawberry in a lot of those products. So we have tools online and whatnot that can help you differentiate between when should I use a syrup versus when should I use a puree and whatnot. So we have a solution for everything. Oop. Sorry, my computer is acting up here. And then just to give you here's a detailed list of all the various products. Like I said, you can see peach up here. We've got peach in about, let's see, 6, 7, 8 different product lines. So it's really fun. Each one kind of serves a purpose, and we're happy to educate and navigate through figuring out what is the right product for your menu and your operation. Another reason is versatility. We love to show that one bottle of product can go into maybe 5 different beverages. It can go into ice cream, it can go into boba, but it can also go into culinary. Culinary is kind of like everybody's blown away with how easy it is to flavor a cream cheese with maybe a flavor that you already have, or make a vinaigrette if you serve, salads at your establishment. So we really love to speak to that. We know size-wise, operators can't have 30 different bottles of Monin flavors most times. So we love showing all the different ways that you can use that. And Jerry will talk to that a little bit, throughout his presentation when he's making the drinks as well. Like I said before, clean label, that's really important. And honestly, a lot of our operators we're demanding it, and we're already doing it. And we really feel so proud of where we're at with that process. We're concentrated and consistent. A lot of times you don't need as much of our product as maybe different competitors to get that true flavor through. Sometimes different products can make drinks taste too sweet. We use such great ingredients sourced from around the world that really helps us deliver that consistent and concentrated flavor. And then support. I love talking about that because I feel like Dre and I have a huge role in this, and Vittorio as well. But when you're a Monin customer, whether you buy 1 bottle or thousands of bottles, we offer so much support. That's in different ways. We've got a great website that has recipes on there. We have drink videos on there. We have a really cool resource for operators called the Monin Hub. And if you visit monin.com, you can sign up to get access to that. On there, you can find drink images, bottle images, counter card PDF files that you can download and print. We've got some recipe decks on there. There's all sorts of stuff that you can access to help you guys sell more beverages in your concepts. So make sure you visit monin.com and just look for the hub sign up, and then we'll get you guys approved so you can get exploring in there to see what will work for you guys.
Wow, sounds great, Heather. We do have one question from Shannon Beatty. She says, I noticed on some of the clean label syrups that the icons are different on some. I also noticed that some on the website have 2 different labels. Can you clarify what that means?
Yes, that's a really good question. One thing I did not mention is we do have a 750 glass bottle and we have a 1 liter PET plastic bottle. Those back labels are different because glass has 750 milliliters and the 1 liter has they're different sizes, so that requires a different nutritional panel. We since opening our new plant. Some of you loyal Monin customers may have noticed we changed the back label to show the expiration and the lot information on the back label instead of the neck. So with that, because of production and whatnot, there's different versions, but eventually everything will all be the same as we get through that inventory that we've already produced. So that's why you would see some variances in that stuff. Hopefully that answered your question. If not, let us know. All right. So really quickly, I want to just highlight our 3 new products that we've recently launched. We've got our hot honey, which is our 2023 flavor of the year, our spicy agave, and our maple pumpkin cold brew. And I'm just going to go through this and just, I didn't say this in the beginning, but you guys will be able to get access to this PowerPoint deck after the webinar. So don't worry if I'm skipping some things, we'll get it to you guys. Hot honey is our flavor of the year. We're really excited. It correlates with our bees, even though we're not using that honey. It's a great story, and everything hot is so buzzworthy lately. Our honey products are really unique in that they mix really well and dissolve into beverages. And we do have a a honey sweetener and then a honey syrup. So this is our 3rd iteration of hot honey, and we use jalapeno to add that heat. And it's a fun flavor. Dre is going to show you a cool drink with it. You can use it in teas, lemonades, sodas, frozen drinks, and you can see there's a little heat meter. It's just the right amount of heat. It's not too hot. So that's a really fun flavor. Our spicy agave is a new sweetener that we added to our line. This product features a hatch chili and a guajillo chili. Dre, did I say that wrong? Okay, good. I nailed it. This one has a little bit more heat than the hot honey, but works really well in cocktails, mocktails, iced teas, and whatnot. So that's a really fun flavor as well. And then perfect in time for the fall, an easy way for operators to offer a seasonal iced coffee beverage. This is from our concentrate line, and you just add ice and milk and mix, and you've got a delicious premium tasting iced coffee. It's good. The maple pumpkin is a little bit different than your traditional pumpkin spice. It tastes different, and it's really good. And hopefully you guys the winners will get to try this and see if it works for you. But we're excited to offer a new fall flavor because we know that pumpkin spice is going to be on menus soon. It comes out earlier and earlier. So we're ready for this fall. All right, we've got our first question.
All right. Thank you so much, Heather. That's right. You do not want to miss out that flavor. So you want to be one of the winners, like she said. So if you guys participate in this pop quiz, then you will be entered into a raffle where you could win the cooler as well as all of the flavors that they have offered. Okay, so here is the question. Which of the names belongs to one of Monin's queen bees? Mona Lisa, Gabby, Beyonce, or pollinate? Ha ha ha, very punny. Okay.
That's amazing.
We had some fun with all of our queen bee names.
Yeah. Oh, look, Victorio is also here too.
Great. Welcome, Vittorio.
So you'll hear from him soon. Okay, so again, don't forget, make sure you enter into our poll. Okay, so let's see some of the results here. Okay, some people. Remember, which of the names below belongs to one of Monin's queen bees? Awesome. For those that you don't know me, my name is Kayla. I'm with Karat by Lollicup, and I will be here also with you guys. And I'm learning so much. I love this product, and can't wait to learn more. Okay, we will be closing the poll soon, so be sure to go ahead and vote. Vote to which one you think the right answer is.
Be sure to vote.
Okay.
I love it.
All right, we have closed the poll right now. So I see that we have a lot of great names. Oh, Beyonce seems like the most popular answer. So what is the answer, Heather?
It is Beyonce.
All right.
Yeah, we also have two other queens, that is the Monin Lisa and Cardi B.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yes,
I love
so
it. I
those
love
are
it.
our three queens names.
Maybe.
Yep. Told you we had fun with that one.
Oh, it's great.
All right, we'll keep plugging along here. So now we're gonna get into the fun part of our presentation. Every year we launch our flavor trends. There's a lot of research and tastings and all sorts of things that go behind presenting or coming up with these trends. Marketing, innovation, our R&D team. We work on this for months and we're very proud of it. We're going to go through them and not in high level view, because the fun part is when Dre is going to make us some beverages that correlate to each trend, but also are perfect for the summertime. And we know that consumers are looking for beverages that fall within these trends. So we're really confident in what we have to present here. The first one that we have is the sensory takeover. This heightens the senses with eye-catching and emotion-evoking sensory experiences. Imagine, every time I go to a Mexican restaurant, for example, and I hear that the fajitas coming out, my husband will order that every time. You can hear it coming from across the restaurant. So finding ways that evokes that eye-catching or emotion-evoking sound or look or experience when consuming the product. So for this one, ways that you can show that for beverage are over-the-top garnishes with bubbles and smoke and dry ice. You can add texture, boba, tapioca pearls, cold foam. You can pick some different flavor enhancements to pair with what Monin product or syrup you're using. Aromatic florals are still huge, lavender and hibiscus flavors. And then as far as the atmosphere, if you're looking for different ways to change maybe your cafe or your restaurant, you can, we're seeing lots of greenery, neon signs and murals and all of that eye-catching and emotion-evoking. So Dre is going to show us a desert pear boba milk tea, which I think is a great drink. I mean, look at that color. That color is amazing. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Dre.
Hello. How's my audio? Are we good?
Good. You sound good.
Lovely, lovely. So I actually have, can you see this screen as well?
No.
Boom.
Or I can't. There we go. I see it now.
Oh, Heather, if you could stop sharing your
Stop sharing?
screen. Yeah,
Yeah.
we would love to see.
Lovely.
Yeah.
There we go.
All
Okay,
right.
that's great.
So
That's
I got
great.
two
Thank you
screens.
so
Now we're
much.
going to focus on this screen because this is going to be easier for you guys to see what I'm doing here. So as Heather said, this is our first trend, and we're going with that bright purple color and that tapioca combination. That's our wow factor. So we're going to be utilizing Monin Desert Pear for our first drink for this milk tea. I have it set up here so you can see ease of execution, how simple it is to execute. Typically, I mean, if you have the pump system, we could talk in pumps. This would be 4 pumps, each pump equaling 1/4 ounce. So in this particular case, I will be measuring it. So we will use 1 ounce of desert pear, which will be 4 pumps right into our cup. We're gonna go ahead and put our tapioca pearls and then split it with milk and tea. So we have our tapioca pearls here. I already have them pre-measured. Go ahead and add those right inside. Three ounces of tea, black tea. I just brewed it earlier today. And then 3 ounces of milk. Will be a fill here. And then we're simply just going to roll it. So first of all, I'd like to just show that right there. Our pumps dispense at a 1/4 ounce. Yep, that is correct. Heather, thank you. So we'll give it a roll. So it's a simple build. And now we have this really beautiful wow color. And like Heather's husband with the sizzling fajita combo sizzle. When you see this going across your dining room, if you see somebody order this, I added 1 ounce. I did 4 pumps or measured it out to 1 ounce. So now we have this beautiful purple color with the tapioca pearls going in. You want to put a boba straw. How many ounces is this drink total? So typically in a 16-ounce glass, we live in a 6 to 7 ounce world, just because we have to account for the ice. So depending on how that procedure is, if you're going to shake the drink, then you might want to put a little less liquid because we're going to get the dilution from the ice. But something like a build like this, we're looking at like a 1 ounce of Monin to 7 ounces of liquid. So maybe 7 to 8 ounces total. So here's that. Now keep in mind, there are other things with this trend, the whole wow aspect to it. So like even something like this, if I just wanted to put a little mint on it, just to give it that beautiful pop. And now you have those two colors popping against each other. And like I said, the second I see that going through the dining room or I see the person in front of me order that, pretty much it's going to be what I order.
That's an awesome color. I know I would notice it.
Yeah, right. So that's Desert Pear. And that's our first drink. Super simple, super exciting.
Yep.
Wow,
And then
that looks great.
That recipe too, you can easily swap out other flavors as well. This is just a really eye-catching one, but we've got lots of flavors that would also work in that type of recipe.
Correct. So we chose a fruit aspect on this one, but we could also go with maybe something a little more bakery type, maybe like a spiced brown sugar, golden turmeric, something that really plays off of the tapioca flavor as well. So the possibilities are endless. And with that base recipe that you have, like Heather just said, we can swap for swap. So I can take this ounce of Desert Pear, pull it out, and put golden turmeric in it. And now I have a yellow drink, completely different, but it's basically the same build. There's no training necessary. There's no added steps that you have to do. You simply, I would just take this out and put this in. And now my drink is going to be yellow and have a turmeric flavor to it, spicy, cinnamon, and whatnot. But that's how simple it is sometimes to kind of fix these recipes up.
Yeah.
I saw a question, but I didn't get to read it all.
Okay. Yeah, so I was just gonna go and actually ask these questions. Some people are asking exactly for the recipe. So someone's asking, how much pear did you add? What ounce is this drink?
Yeah, we're going to share the recipes as well in the deck that we share.
Yeah, so like I said, we'll send those recipes at the end. So yeah, this was a 1 ounce Desert Pear, and then I split the milk into T3, and then 2 tablespoons of tapioca pearls.
Okay, there's another question specifically about the syrup. Does the syrup curdle if cream or milk is added?
So that's a great question, actually. So the acidity level really matters on our products. There is going to be that danger of curdling. So a lot of times what we'd like to do is if it's a fruit flavor that is very acidic, I'll take what I call a buffer, like let's call it a vanilla syrup or a chocolate syrup or something with a little more girth to it that'll pull down the citric acid of the other flavor, giving me the ability to layer those flavors and not curdle. So we call it a buffer. So like, let's say I did a 1/2 ounce of blackberry in a mocha. So blackberry, the minute the dairy hits the blackberry, we are going to start having a little bit of curdle effect. Now, if I add a little bit of white chocolate sauce or a little bit of vanilla to it, that's going to take away some of the acidity in the blackberry, allowing me to make that drink without curdling. So yeah, something that we keep in mind. So a lot of times when we're doing innovation, we'll make the drink and we'll let it sit there for as long as it needs to be, just to kind of make sure that we don't have any curdling. But that is definitely something to look out for. So that's it's great that your mind is already kind of in that place. That's very awesome to hear. But yes, this does not curdle. This didn't curdle. Between the milk and the tea, we kind of pulled back on the acidity from the desert pear. So this one's good to go. But great question, and something.
It is a good question. And our website has some guidance too. If you're wondering about a flavor, you can visit the flavor page on our website and check for our recommendations for that. Great.
I brewed Gold Peak, so I did a traditional from the bun machine, just black tea. Any unsweetened black tea will work. You can purchase it already made, or you can make it in a bun machine. But any black tea will work. And it doesn't have to be a black. You can go with the green tea, but keep in mind you're gonna have earthy notes. So whatever you combine, just always remember there are flavor notes that will affect the final beverage.
Sounds good. We have just one quick question. Is pH of syrup on label?
The pH is not on the label, no. But like I said, you can go to their website and we say when it's not a dairy friendly flavor. So that'll help guide you.
All right.
All right. We ready for the next trend? All right. Share this. Okay. The next one that we're going to talk about is Simple Joy. Simple Joy delivers simple joys that promote a deeper connection and positive experience. I feel like this kind of comes a little bit off of, after going through COVID, people are looking for this type of a thing. It's kind of a counter trend. So for every trend, there is a counter trend. And this one encompasses the simple joys in life and building deeper connections with people. So surprise and delight experiences. And I get this, like how you see this happening is, if you see a tableside cocktail and cocktails on tap, familiar with a twist, people, the sweet and the heat and the fruit and the floral, and then creating me moments, customization, nostalgic favorites, sweet indulgences. So that's just a few ways on how that kind of trickles through to, menus and whatnot. And we've got this awesome drink that Dre is going to show us now. This is the hibiscus boba lemonade made with our Monin hibiscus syrup. Another one that has great color. I'm jealous that I can't try this one. It looks so good. So I'll stop sharing my screen here so Dre can take it from there.
All right, thank you. Okay, so this next one is extremely difficult, so I need everybody to pay attention. Are we on this one? Okay, good.
Yeah,
it's very difficult to make. Being very dramatic, this is not difficult at all. So like Heather said, this one's also swappable. We went with hibiscus. It's going to be that nice red color to it. And hibiscus is a trending flavor. I would say a couple years ago, it was kind of new here in the States. We were kind of getting used to it. We were combining it a lot with flavors, some strawberry hibiscus. You would see kind of light flavors paired with hibiscus, kind of to introduce the country and the world to hibiscus. I feel like it's standalone now. I feel like hibiscus has been around the block enough to do just a hibiscus lemonade. So when we're doing lemonades, we want to keep in mind the sugar level of the lemonade. So if you remember when we made the tea, we did the full ounce of Monin. Now that's going to sweeten that tea. Remember that tea was unsweetened. Our lemonade is already sweet. That's my measuring cup. Our lemonade is already, there's already sugar in it. So instead of the full ounce, we like to make our lemonades with either a ½ ounce or 3/4 ounce, depending on the flavor and the color that we're looking for. So in this particular case, we're doing 3/4 ounce, just because we do understand that our lemonade is already sweetened.
Dre, that would be 3 pumps, right? 3/4 ounce.
Correct. That would be 3 pumps.
Yeah.
And then we're going to fill that with lemonade. Now the process could be in reverse. You could fill your lemonade with ice up to the top with a 16-ounce glass. We're roughly going to get 6 to 7 ounces, depending on your ice level and the size of your cup. But we do have this really pretty gradient that I absolutely love, which is a way to serve it if you want. Just keep in mind, a lot of your flavor is sitting down at the bottom. But as far as presentation goes, let me see, what is the garnish that I have in this? Oh, the tapioca pearls.
Yeah, don't forget the tapioca pearls.
So I have some tapioca pearls on top. Look at that. Sweet.
That looks great.
Same thing, you can add some mint if you'd like, or I do have a hibiscus flower here that is fake, but it does look wowy. So we have this pretty flower on top with the passion fruit pearls, lemonade and hibiscus tea. And again, this would be your presentation, absolutely beautiful with mint as well, right there. But I do recommend that we do roll this just because as much as we do believe that our guests will immediately grab the drink and do this, you do run the risk of them just taking this sip, and a lot of your flavor is up here in the lemonade as well. So we do want to combine that. What flavor boba? This is passion fruit boba, but again, I mean, really play with it. I mean, if I wanted to do blueberry bobas, you know, we could play off of 4th of July, you know, red, white, and blue, pop with the blueberries, and just make sure that that flavor combination will work with a lemonade. Right, all those popping bobas, mango, passion, strawberry, blueberry, green apple, all the ones that I've seen out there. Really, don't be afraid to really kind of mix those flavors. But what I would recommend absolutely is that you roll this. Just so that flavor, like you see, it's just one roll, just so that flavor is evenly distributed throughout the drink. So we'll go ahead and add.
Right, that would definitely bring me simple joy if I saw that walking across the restaurant.
Super refreshing, super easy to do. And like I said, I mean, we do a blue raspberry. Now we have a blue raspberry passion, a blue raspberry boba lemonade. And we have a different color, different approach, different flavor profile. And all we did was switch one product and kept it at the same rudiment. So quite simple, to be honest.
Great.
Simply
Thanks,
enjoyable.
Dre. That looks delicious.
Lovely. Keep it up. You're doing great.
All right. Are there any questions on this one before we move on? I'm not sure. I don't see anything. All right. We'll jump back into the third trend is, better matters. Better matters, better for oneself, the environment, and the community. We see this in a lot of different ways. Trending with better correlated to better matters is people are looking for some low, no ABV cocktails. I saw somebody on here that said, I think spirit-free cocktails, health halos, including flavors like ginger that have that health halo, and then social values. I think I love this one. That this an example is going to a restaurant and maybe they have one specific drink and a percent of the proceeds from that drink go to a nonprofit organization. So that's a really fun way to, you know, spread the word on an organization to give back to the community. Other ways that you can see this trend are using different sweeteners, whether it's plant-based or functional ingredients. We've already mentioned the spirit-free cocktails, the hard seltzer cocktails. Those tend to be a little bit less calories and less sugar. And then the sustainability in action, drinking for a cause. And then skipping to outside of beverage is environmentally friendly packaging, ingredient sourcing, and zero waste. All of our products, you can recycle the bottles, the boxes. We're very cognizant of that. We do a ton of recycling here as well in our manufacturing facilities. So it kind of comes full circle. Dre's not going to make this drink right now, but we did include this recipe for you guys to reference later. It's a peachy tea refresher. We used our Monin's natural zero syrup. That is a sugar-free line that we're really proud of. First to the market for a natural, naturally flavored and sweetened sugar-free product. We've got a few different flavors in that line: raspberry, peach, and then we also have a sweetener that has no flavor, and then some coffee flavors, vanilla. You can swap that out, you know, for our traditional sugar-free peach as well. But it'll just give you an idea of a way that you can, you know, show this better matters trend. The fourth one is a fun one. It's called Brutiful Blends. We are seeing like a mashups of between coffee and lemonade, some non-traditional hybrids and sparkling coffee, lots of tea refreshers, and then cocktail hybrids. There's different innovative coffee prep methods that fall under this trend. flash brewing, snap chilling, nitro, and cold brew. Teas beyond traditional day parts. So maybe, hot tea, iced tea, but now we've got the refreshers, boba with tea, the matcha tea. And then some cocktail, ideas, which could be kind of mocktails too, if you guys don't serve alcohol, but doing a Kentucky Mule and kind of comparing hard lattes we're seeing and tea cocktails. So Dre has this awesome drink, cold brew summer tonic with our Monin mojito mix. So that's an interesting combination because usually we make delicious mojitos with that mojito mix. So here's a really cool, innovative way to use that product. There you go.
We're me. There it is. Hi.
There we go.
Okay. Later here. Okay. So, espresso tonics. I mean, years ago, I was fortunate enough to be able to travel Europe a little bit ago. So I saw that trend of espresso tonic a few years back, and I feel like it's finally hit the States. We are seeing a lot of coffee shops serve espresso with tonic. So that whole bubbles and coffee thing, at first it was a little weird for us, but I feel like now it's kind of becoming a thing finally. So let's flavor it. Why not, right? So we're going to do this next thing with mojito mix, which is a combination of lime, pure cane sugar, and mint, already put together in the bottle. Is essentially a mojito minus the rum. So we're going to be utilizing this to get that minty flavor that I'm looking for in this beverage. We're going to do 3/4 of an ounce or 3 pumps. And then instead of splitting this like the first one where we did 3 and 3, we're actually going to do 4 and 3. I'm going to put 1 more ounce of cold brew in it just because I really want to get that coffee note to pool through. So we're going to do 3/4 of our mojito mix. One, 3, 4 ounces of coffee, cold brew. And then we're going to go ahead and do 3 ounces of tonic. Give that a good little whirl. Mix that up. This one does warrant my beautiful mint garnish and a lime. Wonder what it would be with nitro cold brew and tonic. Would those bubbles react? I don't think they will. I think it should be fine with a nitro cold brew. I don't think the bubbles will react. But definitely something that I would recommend testing before running with. But I think that should be fine. It'll be easier on the belly, so that's kind of nice. So yeah, this is a wonderful cold brew combination to do in a kind of a twist on an espresso tonic, which we are seeing that trend everywhere. So refreshing, light, different, and
delicious, I'm sure. It looks
absolutely on trend. Yes, I was waiting for this because I finished my coffee like 3 drinks back. So
you're ready for more.
I was looking forward to this one. But yeah, super simple, easy to execute. And again, we can switch out that mojito for a different flavor, but we need to just keep in mind what's going to work with the bitterness of the coffee, what's going to work with the effervescence of the tonic. And then if we want this a little sweeter, we could have done club soda as well versus the tonic. But again, these are small, subtle changes that the average person won't be able to kind of recognize. But your tonic drinker or your soda drinker will appreciate it either way. So.
Great.
Cheers.
Thanks, Ray. We've got Lauren. We will send out the recipes in the deck. Lollicup will share that after the webinar, so no worries there. And then Dre, how much cold brew did you use in that? Was it 3 ounces? 4 ounces?
I did 4 ounces. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I believe the recording available as well after this webinar. I believe it is. Yep.
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
Sandy. Tonic was used in this one.
Yeah. Okay, great questions. All right, we'll jump into our last trend, our 5th and final trend for this year. this is Spice Heist. Spicy flavors heat up menus with an assortment of heat levels. I've learned that, you know, some people are obviously sensitive to different types of heat levels. So we've got different options for that. We're seeing that traveling through exotic flavor, Far East flavors are coming over here, Mediterranean, Asian, and we're seeing a lot of pairings with that. Different types of peppers, hatch pepper, serrano, guayot pepper, lots of different peppers that are showing up. You know, I've never really heard of hatch, and that's one of the chilies in our spicy agave. And now every time I go to Sam's Club, I see something new that has hatch in it. So that chili, people are starting to recognize and see that in so many different products. So people are becoming more educated about it. And then we can't ignore the warming spices, cinnamon, turmeric. Dre mentioned we have our golden turmeric, which is a great flavor that has some cinnamon in it. Heat can come from that in different ways too. And then regionally, Nashville hot chicken. I didn't know what it was until like 8 years ago. And then it's gotten more and more popular. It's everywhere. And then obviously hot honey. We've got our flavor of the year is hot honey. That can be used in beverage. Some people like to drizzle it on pizzas. So another piece to versatility. But we're going to see a really cool drink, tropical heat shaken espresso. I don't know, Dre, I saw this. I'm like, oh, wow. Coconut, hot honey, espresso. We've got a lot going on in this drink, but I'm sure it's amazing. So
yeah,
take it away. Let's see.
So anyone that knows me, and I'm sure I've even talked about this. Anyone that knows me definitely knows this about me. And I'm sure I've talked about this in the past with you guys, but I've been preaching about coconut in coffee for, I don't really know how long now, but it is my jam. It is in this drink. I try to put it in everything. I love coconut in coffee. So why not spice it up a little bit? So like Heather said, we do have options. We have our hot honey, but also Let's Spicy Agave was an option as well, which is a little different. And I'll touch base on that one a little later. But this is a shaken espresso drink. So now there's two variations of this. We can build it, which would be easier for execution. We're still going to get our flavor notes, but to get a true shaken espresso, I really kind of want to build it in a shaker, shake the first part, and then add the milk, and you're actually going to have a beautiful presentation on that. So we're actually going to do it this way. Now, it is possible to just build it into the cup like we've been making all of them, roll to mix. We're still going to have it, still going to look beautiful, but just so you can see the froth and you can see the basic idea of this drink, we're going to go ahead and make it in this tin, just so that we can see it. So we're going to go ahead and split flavors on this. We are going to do a 1/2 ounce of coconut, which would be 2 pumps.
I love our coconut.
Oh, I love our coconut. It's
great. It's a great flavor.
It is right behind spiced brown sugar, which is my ultimate favorite flavor.
Your number one.
It is my number one, mostly because of the bourbon. It goes great in old fashioned. Okay, so we do a 1/2 ounce of coconut and a 1/2 ounce of hot honey. Now, like Heather said, this isn't over the top spicy, but it does have that jalapeno kick, and it does matter what other ingredients you put in the recipe. So I've used a 1/2 ounce of hot honey and combined it with. I used a 1/2 ounce of hot honey and combined it with certain ingredients where that spice level really pops out, and you could really taste that spice before and after, and really on the nose. But I've also combined it with other flavors where I was able to mask it, and you don't really taste that heat. But again, it's not over the top. It's very easy to play with. It's easy to blend. It's definitely a great honey product. Like Heather was saying, it's one of 3 honey products. And like, if anyone's used to working with honey, like the fact that I can flip this bottle over and have all my honey at the bottom is already a feat. All right, so we have all our Monin products in here, hot honey and coconut. We're gonna add our espresso right on top. We're gonna go ahead and give that a little shake. I'll pour that right into here, right into our serving cup. Add just a smidgen of fresh ice. Now I'm gonna top it off with my coconut milk.
Looks good. Nice little afternoon pick-me-up.
Oh yeah, this is an amazing afternoon. Pick me up. Add a little whipped cream to this. And there you go. You can garnish it however you choose. I like a little cinnamon, kind of plays on those flavors a little bit. I love that combined with the jalapeno and the coconut. You can combine this with a jalapeno. And then with spicy agave, I had a customer in here who, they were from a region where they understood peppers, they understood chilies. So they really wanted to see a coffee with hot honey. I'm sorry, with spicy agave. And we were able to make that work. We combined it with a couple flavors and came out beautiful. You can taste the hatch, you can smell the hatch, you can taste the guajillo. And again, it's something that you want to play with, something that you want to experiment with, but definitely an option to do so. This is absolutely Instagram worthy.
Yeah, that's gonna get people talking. They're gonna
Yeah,
want
this
to
is-
try that if you serve this at your establishment.
Oh yeah, and then you give that a little blend here at the bottom, and we're working with something beautiful here. This is
That's awesome, Dre.
oh,
Enjoy
yeah. So you're
it
gonna
for
get
us,
you're
okay?
gonna get the coconut. It's gonna have a little bit of heat to it. We are understanding heat in drinks like this. The Mexican hot chocolate, Mexican hot coffee. These are, these could be flavored with cinnamon or they could be flavored with jalapeno. So heat in coffee is something that we are starting to see. So don't be afraid of it. Just make sure you do it correctly.
Right. Great.
Tapioca,
And
yeah,
somebody-
tapioca would be amazing
tapioca.
to put in this. That is a great
Yeah.
addition. And just like that, that's how we're building drinks. So
Yeah, I
that's
love
a
it.
great addition.
Dre, I want to mention somebody's drinking a coconut lavender white chocolate iced latte right now. I love that. Sounds delicious. Great combination there.
Yeah, I've been trying to get coconut in coffee for about 4 years now, and I feel like finally people are starting to.
It's getting there. Awesome,
Yeah.
Dre. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy. Cheers. I'm going to jump back to finish up our presentation here. I think we've got our next and our final poll question next. So here we go.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we have our second poll question. For those of you that have answered the previous poll, we would like for you to actually answer it on the pop-up and not the chat. That way we can actually use what we've got to draw the raffle. So if you missed out on the first one, for those of you tuning in, remember that you can actually win a cooler today, as well as some flavors from Monin. And so you don't want to miss out these flavors. Please be sure to vote in the poll that pops up in a bit. Okay, so here's the next question. Where does the heat come from in the flavor of the year, hot honey syrup? Is it habanero? Is it jalapeno, sriracha, or hatch? All right, go ahead and vote in the poll.
Yeah, and the flavors in the prize are all the ones that we featured today. So you guys the winners can get a chance to try, but hopefully you guys can also get some from Lollicup. She shared some links in the presentation, so.
Yes, we do have those links, but yes, you do not want to miss out these flavors. I want you guys to try these recipes for yourselves, so be sure to vote in the poll. All right, we're gonna everyone go ahead and vote. We're gonna be closing it in, maybe 30 seconds. Oh, and the poll is a little different.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because sriracha is on the low production this year.
Yeah, it is.
I can't get a large pack of sriracha for some reason. So that's why in the poll, they replaced it with ghost pepper.
That's not a hint or anything.
Yeah, it's not a hint at all. No. Okay, let's close the poll. Okay. Oh, everyone said jalapenos, jalapenos. Is that the answer?
That is the answer.
All right, great job, guys. Okay, so Heather, could I actually ask you to stop sharing for a moment? We're actually going to reveal the first raffle ticket winner. So we're going to be sharing our screen, a Karat by Lollicup. Let's see. All right, they are mixing that very well. All right, very scrambled there. Okay, let's see who the winner is. All right, number 6, which is I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher this name, but Vohangi Ras Terninera. Yes, for you. You are going to win the prize. So congratulations. Congrats. We are
Yay,
so excited for you.
congratulations.
Okay, and so just a reminder, for those people, you have another chance to win if you have voted in this poll. Okay, and that is all that we have. I'm going to hand it back over to Heather.
Great. I think we're almost done with our presentation. Yeah, that was it. But I just saw somebody made a comment that this was good inspiration to come up with. They were struggling to come up with some new recipes and fresh ideas. And I just also want to mention one of our resources, like our website with the recipes. We pump out Dre and his team. We do a flavor of the month. We do quarterly recipes. So we're always putting out recipes for inspiration, because it can be overwhelming figuring out what to do. And maybe you've got a few different flavors that you always stock and you don't know what to do. Go there, go and check and see, oh, wow, you can combine like, peach and blueberry together and like a Palmer with tea and lemonade. We've got so many inspirations because we want to help you guys, get those cool LTO seasonal drinks on there. So we always have really good resources for that. And then I see somebody sign up for the hub, Monin Hub. Definitely go sign up to get access to that. We're working on getting more material up on there all the time. So lots of great resources. We want you guys to succeed, and we want you guys to think of Monin as a solution provider and innovator for you guys. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Heather. I really enjoyed that webinar. It was amazing. I loved it. Loved every single point that you had with the trends and everything. And I love your CSR, helping the bees. Bees give us so
Yes.
much. We want to give back to them for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
And so yeah, for everybody else, I just want to thank you guys all for coming. We also have one more raffle we want to give out. So if you could stop sharing your screen, we will be drawing the next raffle.
Great.
Okay. All right, it is number 40, which is Kristen Reynolds. All right, Kirsten, I'm sorry, Kirsten Reynolds. Congratulations, congrats. Yeah, so we at the end of this presentation, we also have a survey for all of you to fill out. We want to make these seminars like the best to help you out as much as we can. So we do ask you to fill out these surveys. And I want to thank you, the panel. Thank you, everybody from Monin, for Dre, Heather, and Victoria. Thank you so much. And if you guys have any questions with order related, please email helpdesk@lollicupstore.com. For product or new flavors, marketing at caratpackaging.com. We would love to help you as much as we can. Thank you so much for coming, and we hope to see you next time.
Thank you guys so much. We had fun.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thanks, Dre. Bye.